guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a Q&A video. I'm answering your questions in today's video. A lot of the questions were shop related, which is really no surprise. I feel like that's all people really want to know, but I have answered a lot of them. So I'm gonna have a link to a playlist where I've answered a lot of these questions. I'm gonna try to answer the questions that I've never answered before or not as much. But if you guys have future questions for a Q&A video that are not shop related, drop them down below. I would love to hear them because I get kind of tired of always answering only shop related things. So let me know what you want to know about me. But now it's time to actually get into the questions that were sent in, and I do appreciate them. I don't want it to seem like I don't. I just, you know, there's more about me than just shop stuff. So if you want to know something, let me know. What's your favorite thing about being a shop owner? I am gonna be honest with you guys. I think the flexibility that I have is just my number one thing that I love, because this year has been, if you've watched any of my vlogs or any of my videos, this year has been really hard and I've had to slow down a lot, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if I worked for somebody else. So just having that freedom that when I'm going through something, I'm able to take a step back, process everything, deal with everything. It's really nice to have that flexibility. So yeah, that would probably be my favorite thing if I'm being honest. What did your family say when you said you were going to make stickers as a business? So funny story is I never, like, when I started making stickers, I was making them for me, and I didn't know it could really be a business. This was like back in 2015, before the sticker world just kind of blew up. And I never had any plans to sell my stickers. I was just making them for me, but my mom actually suggested putting them on Etsy. So my family didn't say anything because I didn't say, hey, I'm doing this for a business. But my family, I mean, my mom specifically encouraged me to put them out there. And here we are like 6.5 years later. So yeah, they didn't really say anything because that wasn't the plan. Like, I didn't go into this with the mindset of I'm gonna make stickers as my business, you know? I was fully focused on making YouTube my business at the time, which is so funny. What sticker do you use the most? Probably half boxes. I love a good half box. I need to have half boxes in any kits that I use because I use them every single day, all the time. I love a good half box. They're super functional and just really can go with any spread that I'm trying to do. So I love a good half box. Can we get a Plan With Me voiceover from James? Probably not on the, okay, I'm gonna say not on this channel because I don't do Plan With Me's on this channel anymore. I will have a link to the channel where I do the Plan With Me's. I don't do them a lot, very hit or miss. They just don't bring me joy doing them, honestly. Maybe if there's enough requests for that, I could see if he wanted to do that, but like honestly, as of right now, there's not really any plans to do that. But if you wanna see that, let me know in the comments below. Favorite thing about summer? I love that it is light outside, you know, until like 8:30 p.m. Sometimes even 9. I love that because I struggle with like anxiety and depression, and that gets way worse when the sun goes down earlier. So I love that about summer. Other than that, I'm not a huge fan of like the heat and the humidity that comes along with it, but I love that it's light outside longer. So, favorite thing about fall? I love fall fashion. I love the colors. I love decorating for fall. I just love all of that. I don't like that it gets darker earlier, and I absolutely hate winter. Thankfully, in North Carolina, even though people who live here would tell you that, yes, we experience winter, I'm from the Midwest. They don't experience winter like winter, you know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm just like, yeah, we have fall and then like a week of spring and summer. That's really what we get here. But yeah, my favorite thing about fall is probably like the fashion and just the, you know, all the fun activities. I feel like there's so many fun activities that you can do during fall. I'm just like, if we could have fall year round, other than the sun going down early, sign me up, I'm there. What platform do you think is easier to attract customers, Shopify or Etsy? It really depends. It depends on, do you have a following outside of like Etsy? Do you have following on social media? I'm gonna say, as much as I don't care for Etsy, I would say starting out, if you don't have a following anywhere else, Etsy is probably going to be your best bet because it is a marketplace. Whereas if you are doing a Shopify, you're doing your own website, you have to do all the promoting, all the talking about it. So if you don't have a following, that's going to be a lot harder. But if you do have a following, then I think Shopify is the way to go. I make more on my Shopify than I do on Etsy. So for me personally, yeah, but like Etsy's good for starting out. And I did start on Etsy, and I'm grateful for the stuff that Etsy brought me. I just personally, they're kind of moving in a direction that I'm not like crazy about. Even though I still have my Etsy shop open for people who prefer Etsy, it's not my favorite, you know? Would you ever move towards more digital products, or do you think you'll continue with print? I'll probably continue with print. I'm not crazy about the digital stuff, and I wouldn't do digital stickers. Like I wouldn't do printables or anything like that, because a lot of the licensing with clip art and stuff it's just kind of messy and weird on like a lot of the shops that do that, and it's just not my favorite idea of it. Like I understand the appeal of it, I get all that, but it's just not something that I necessarily care to do. Now, making like a digital planner, something like that, maybe in the future I could do that. But honestly, I'm really happy with what I'm doing, and I want to do more. I want to branch out more in terms of like printing stuff, such as like inserts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with what I do now. Nothing wrong with doing digital, like that's great, but it's just not something, like I really like that this keeps me busy. And if I had a digital product, it wouldn't keep me as busy because I wouldn't need to print and cut stuff, I wouldn't need to ship stuff. So there's a lot of different reasons why I don't really want to go digital. So, I mean, never say never, but right now I'm very happy with what I'm doing. How did you find your sticker shop niche or / make yourself stand out? Well, I started in May of 2015, and there were not a lot of shops doing this at the time, so I just made stuff that I liked, and I don't know, like that's really all I did. I didn't do anything special. I just got in kind of, I hate to put it like this, but I got in at the right time. I was at the right time, right place, and I was just doing my thing, making stuff that I like, and I think that that spoke to people, and they liked it too, and that's really just how I did it. I think every single person is unique and different from everybody else, so if you're making stuff for you, it's gonna be different instead of trying to make stuff like everybody else. So hopefully that answers that question. Do you get orders daily, and how do you schedule your day? Do you block a certain amount of time to design, to fill orders, print, and cut? I don't really block schedule. That's just not, it hasn't really worked for me. I don't really like that system. That's not to say it's not a good system. It just personally did not work for me. And as far as getting orders, it kind of depends on the month. There are some months where I'm getting orders every single day, and then there's some months where I'm not. And so I just kind of go with the flow, and I plan out my day either the night before or the morning of. So if I know I have orders, then I work on orders. And if I don't have orders, then I will do other things, like I'll design, or I'll, you know, but I have kind of a running to-do list for the week, and then I break it up by day depending on, you know, if I have a lot of orders. For instance, if I had a sale, I will typically work all day Monday to get all the orders done, so that way the rest of the week I can focus on other things. So hopefully that answers your question. I just wanted to thank you for being an inspiration. God bless you. Thank you so much. You have no idea, when this came in, like the day that I put on Instagram, you know, send me your questions, made my day. Like seriously, because I'm human, I still struggle, and life has been a little rough this year, and I've really questioned like what I'm doing, and am I happy with what I'm doing? And I think at the end of the day, I really am, but I was going through some like personal struggles that were just making it hard for me to figure it all out. So that really meant a lot to me. So thank you so much for sending that to me. Where do you see your shop going in the future? So this year, I've really branched out, and I've started buying stuff wholesale and selling that in my shop, and I want to do more of that. I also want to get into inserts, because I really want to find a planner system that I absolutely love and want to be able to customize it. So I think I want to branch out into that, and I just really want to keep doing what I'm doing and have fun with it. And like the minute that it's no longer fun or making me happy, then, you know, stepping away and doing something else. But really where I want my shop to go is just, I want to continue to love it and love what I'm doing and just branch out and try different things. Like, business is all about trying new things and trying things that scare you and seeing what works for you. And I just want to keep doing that. Have you thought about including digital planner stickers into your business? Not planner stickers. Well, okay. I have thought about making a digital planner and then making like functional stickers, but nothing like with artwork, if that makes sense. Like, because of the different licensing things, I just don't want to get into all that. So I'd much rather create a digital planner and then like functional digital stickers, like half boxes, full boxes, stuff that like isn't anyone's artwork, you know? I have thought about that. I don't know if I'll end up doing that or not. It's not something that, like, as of right now, I'm not feeling like I want to do that right now, but never say never. Like, I could wake up tomorrow and be like, man, I really want to do this. So, but right now I don't have any plans to do that. It's just not where I'm at right now. All right, so here's the last question. It is advice for starting a sticker shop. So I have a lot of videos where I've answered this or I've talked about this, but I do feel passionate about talking about this in this video. So my best advice is to just get started. I know that's like the hardest thing because it's scary, it's out of your comfort zone, but just get started. I'm not saying don't research. I'm not saying don't try to, you know, create stuff that's like looking its best or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. But as you go, you will learn and you'll make things better. It's a process, you know? My stickers that I first put out were, like, in comparison to what I'm doing now, were horrible. And they weren't like horrible, but like compared to now, where I'm at now, like I look at that and I'm like, oh, cringe, you know? And I think most people are like that. There are some people that are like, no, I thought everything I put out was great. At the time I thought like, oh yeah, it's great. But I've learned so much over the past 6 years that I continue to work on improving my product. But if I had waited until I had the perfect product, you guys, like, I would still not be open. And I've seen so many people say they want to do this, but they're scared and they wait and like they spend all this time and money and they never do anything. And don't be that person. Just get started. You know, there are a ton of resources online now that were not there whenever I started. I have a lot of videos talking about starting a sticker shop. I also have a course that is all about how to start a sticker shop, how to design stickers. So if you need to use those resources, then do that, but don't just keep putting it off because you think you're not ready or it's not perfect. You're never gonna be 100% ready for anything. And I think that is just with anything in life. You're never really ready. You just have to go for it and don't hold yourself back by overthinking it. Again, this does not mean that you don't need to do any research. You just need to get started. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying to just get started with the mindset of like, give yourself a deadline. Say, I'm gonna take a month, I'm gonna research taxes, I'm gonna research how to, you know, doing business as, I'm gonna research how to make stickers, I'm gonna research the best sticker paper, the best printer, all of that. I'm gonna research it, but I'm opening my shop up on whatever date. And hold yourself to it and stick to it. And you know what? You're gonna have moments where maybe your stickers weren't the best quality or maybe a customer's upset with you, but you will learn through it and you will become better by making those mistakes and growing and learning through it. So that's my best advice for starting a sticker shop, is to just go for it. Don't hold yourself back. Don't say, well, I don't know this, I don't know that, so I can't do this. I knew nothing about making stickers when I started, nothing. And nobody who was doing it at the time was willing to share any information. So I really had to just trial and error, you know. I had to do things, see if they worked. If they didn't, regroup, figure out something else. But I taught myself, and now there's so many free resources on YouTube on how to do this. So don't hold yourself back. Don't overthink it. Set a date. This is when you're gonna open. Research what you need to. Obviously, there are things you need to know before getting started, such as taxes and doing business as and how to set up your Etsy shop and whatever. But don't overthink it. Don't, research for a year and then still be like, I don't know. Just go for it. Just jump into it. Anyways, that's my best advice for running a sticker shop. But that is it for this Q&A. If you have any other Q&As that are not sticker shop related, leave them in the comments below and I'll do another Q&A. And if you want to see a Q&A with James, let me know and leave us some questions that we can answer together. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.